Good morning, dear children. Yesterday we seen about the challenges to political parties, which challenges faced by the political party. Today's video is depend upon how can parties be reformed. So, in order to face these challenges, political parties need to be a reform. The question is: are political parties willing to reform? Yes, they are willing to reform or not. If they are willing, what has prevented them from reforming so far? If they are not willing, is it possible to force them to reform? So these all questions are stand before the reformation. Citizens all over the world face this question. This is not a simple question to answer. In a democracy, the final decision is made by the leaders who represent political parties. People can replace them, but only by another set of the party leaders. If all of them do not wish to reform, how can anyone force them to change? So let us look at some of the recent efforts and suggestions in our country to reform the political parties and its leader. Now we are going to see some of the suggestions given by the party and leaders. Measures to reform the parties. Which are the measures for reforming the party? The constitution was amended to prevent the elected MLAs and MPs from changing parties. If once the candidate should be chosen one of the party, they have to stick after the election also that particular party. They can't change, means MLA and MPs can't change their party. This was done because many elected representatives were indulging in defections in order to becoming minister of for a cash rewards. So for the cash which offered by another party, they uh, emerge in that particular party, but it is should not allowed. Now the law says that if any MLA or MP change party, he or she will lose the seat in the legislature. So after the election of any MLA or MP wants to change his party, otherwise he change his party, so his seat will be cancelled from the legislature department. This new law has helped bring defection down. So at the same time, this has made by the dissent even more difficult. MPs and MLAs as have to accept whatever the party leader decide. Second is their affidavit. The Supreme Court passed an order to reduce the influence of money and criminals. Now, it is mandatory for every candidate who contests the election to file an affidavit giving details of his property and criminal cases pending against him. So, here it is compulsory for every candidate who are contest the election to show their property, to show the criminal cases which are pending upon him. Then the new system has made up a lot of information available to the public, but there is no system of check if the information given by the candidate is true, as yet we do not know if it has led to decline in the influence of the rich and criminals. Means it is also possible ki if the if the person is criminal, but he didn't show that he is a criminal, and no body is there, or the no one group is there ki um, who is going to see ki he is really criminal or not. Means there is no system for cross check of that particular person. The election commission passed an order. Next is the compulsory internal election. So the election commissions passed an order making it necessary for political parties to hold their organizations election and file their income tax return. The parties have started doing so, but sometimes it is merely formatory. It is not clear if these seats has led to a greater internal democracy in the political parties. Means internal information commission, internal information not seen by any of the commission, and for that no one body is there, we found. Okay, so that candidate might be show their illegal information, might show the false information. Okay, he can give false information about himself. So here we want one body to see all this information. Now next is there, so for everything of that there is some of the suggestions to reform the party. तो कुछ सजेशन दिए गए हैं हाउ दे कैन रिफॉर्म द पार्टी. फर्स्ट इज चेक ऑन मिसयूज ऑफ गवर्नमेंट मशीनरी. तो a law should be made to regulate the internal affairs of the political parties. It should be made compulsory for the politics to maintain a registers of its member, to follow its own constitutions, to have an independent authority, to act as a judge in case of a party dispute, to hold open election to the highest post. Means political parties should maintain a registers which candidates are belong to that particular party. They have to keep record of a party members. Then it should be next we can say provision to minimize the number of the candidates. Means political party give a minimum number of tickets. About the 1/3 to women candidates, then we can say political party have to allow the tickets to those person who are really capable for that particular post. Then proper revise of voter list. Means here every political party have to do the revisions of the voter list. Many times we found कि one person is making vote his native place also. Then we found that same persons are voting in the where he is residing. Suppose we are taking here one example. Raju is belonging to any village. Okay, so he is doing vote there also, and now he is residing in the Nagpur. So here also he do the vote. The voting list must be revised by the political party. Then provisions of compulsory voting. Means 100% voting we need in India. We found many of times कि only 40%, 50% voting should be there. But it is not proper because 100% voting होने से क्या होगा, there will be a real candidate will on the post. So here we can say voting should be compulsory for all the peoples. Then proper representation of the women. So for any political parties, it is compulsory to give minimum number of the women, to give the seats or tickets of the minimum number of the women candidates. Similarly, there should be a quota for the women in the decision making bodies of the party. Means according to that the necessary there should be a woman quota also we need in the while giving the tickets. So that is the proper representation of the women also. So these are the some suggestions given by the reform parties. There are two other ways in which the political parties can be reformed. One, people can put pressures on the political party. This can be done through petitions, publicity, and agitations. Ordinary citizens, pressures, groups, and movements, and the media can play an important role in this. We can say if the MLA or MPs has been done any of the wrong decision, in that time, um, political pressure we can bring upon them by the people, by the media, and all. If the political parties feel that they would lose the public support by not taking up the reforms, they would become more serious about the reform. If the political party not done any type of the reforms, the public can force them to do the reforms. Two political parties can improve if those who want disjoin political parties. Means if the political party wants to improve himself, so only the good members should be joined to that party. The quality of the democracy depends on the degree of public participation. It is difficult to reform the politics if ordinary citizens do not take a part in it and simply criticize it from the outside. The problem of the bad politics can be solved by more and better politics. We shall return to this theme in the final chapter. We will see again in the last chapter this thing. Okay. In revision we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a revision period of this chapter. Thank you.